Hello everyone, and welcome to a somewhat special episode of Wizard 101, which will be uploaded with the regular upload times. Today I decided that I wanted to showcase my main character, who... There we go. Nope. Wait, I need to... Oh god. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Her name is Ryan Spirit Hunter, and she is a life mage, I suppose, with the second school of fire. And she is also level 69 by now. And today I want to just showcase some of the spells she has, actually all of the spells she has up to now. So as you can see, I kind of changed my deck around. Steffi will be doing most of the fighting. And,
We'll see how that goes.
most of the fighting, as in probably all of it. Well, I have some big ones in here. I want to talk about them really quick before you actually see them. The first spell I have in here is the Dryad, which does 200 healing per pip. And the X right here, where there's usually the amount of pips it takes, just means as many as you have. It will give you that much healing. I don't really use this one anymore, just because I tend to have a lot of pips that I feel like I'm almost wasting it, once I have that. And, here's one, Mega Calm, which basically just reduces the threat on target, so, an enemy attacks you because you're threatening it, and if you majorly reduce the threat on the target, it'll attack somebody else because you're no longer a threat. The same thing with the X applies right here. Basically, it attacks you, like the more pips you give it, the less threatening you are, I suppose. The next thing I'll be showcasing is the Life Prism. Stay bored. Right around in circles, okay. The next thing I'll be showcasing is the Life Prism, which it does everything, it does the same for every school. Basically, you convert your school to your opposite school. The Life Shield, which as it says right here, minus 80% to all life spells. The normal shields you get from Life School, which is against death and myth, 70%. The Life Trap, which just plus 25% to each life spell. The Life Blade, 40% to each life spell. And I think this percentage varies per school. The more powerful your school is, the less these blades give you. This is a Minor Blessing, which is a 0 pip healing. I don't use this one anymore, just because 65 healing doesn't really do anything anymore. Guiding Light just does 30% to all healing spells, which is very useful. This one removes one overtime effect from the targets. So for example, the Fire Elf is an overtime effect, and with this you can just remove that. I tend to use this one a lot more when we're fighting fire people, which we haven't done in a while, so whatever. Guidance just does 10% accuracy to all the friends, and accuracy is this little number right here. The Imp is just the first spell from each class, for the life class, and then I'm going all the way back. This is a 5 pip healing spell, Regeneration. The first time you cast it, it'll just do 52, and then it will do 1101, because why not? Over time. So over 3 rounds, it's kind of like an overtime spell. The Centaur is just the last spell you can get if you have if your second school is life. The first spell you basically have to do a giant quest for, which is Rebirth. Basically summons a giant creepy tree that looks a lot like Bartleby, thank you. Who gives you some healing plus an absorb to all the friends. It's pretty cool. The Forest Lord, which I think I actually used in my trailer for the Let's Play. It's basically an 8-pip spell that does this amount of damage to all enemies, and the new one, the creepy gnome, that does this amount of damage to one enemy, and then dispels the next 2 outgoing life spells. I have yet to use that successfully. I mean, like, the next 2 outgoing life spells, because I tend to not use life on life people. So yeah, I'll be showcasing those spells in the first fight, and then the next fight I'll be showcasing these, and then in another episode I have some fun showcasing Steffi spells. So, let's get to it. Just in case you're wondering, we're in the middle of a dungeon in Rizzoheim. Rizzoheim. Alright, so I'm kind of gonna, this is not really a normal showcase, because I'll kind of be going in between. The first thing I'll do is the Guiding Light, which is, it works like a blade. You equip it to yourself, and then you, just wait for it to work. Although I actually have to use Sim Healing for that, to start with. Our wonderful enemies over here are showcasing how not to use life spells. Thanks, because that was completely useless.
We will not be attacking them while that spell is still working.
Yeah, it's a little counterproductive. As a life wizard, in the beginning of a fight, I tend to just equip this spell if I have it, just because then later in the fight you can get some random healing bonus. Next I'll use the Life Trap, because I am currently being attacked by life creatures, so it'll help me protect myself. I suppose the way I'm doing it too kind of shows how I fight in battles with the Life Wizard, because you tend to have to adjust the way you fight depending on what kind of wizard you are. Because with life, I tend to not shield myself a lot. I just take the hits and then heal myself. Well, I can't really do that with some others. I know I have life spells in here, but I won't be using them, because I have no reason to right now. So, no. Let's just attack the guy. I'm gonna attack this guy, because there's a feint. There's a feint. Also, although the guys on the left and the right of the boss are life, we tend to concentrate on the smaller ones first, because you can just knock them out and then give your full concentration to the boss. Or you can just waste your 0-pip spells on the boss, like, that's good too. Just break some shields. Oh yeah, so much healing in here right now. I'm trying not to click anything away, but there need to be some attacks first. Yeah, let's do this one. So what my spell did was just give everyone something that's floating around me right now, the second spell I have around me, which just adds a little bit, like 10% of accuracy, which in some cases helps a lot, depending on what kind of spells you have. If you have some extended accuracy for any life spells, it's good because it gives you 100%. Let's see. I'm just gonna waste my accuracy. Yeah. Let's just hit this guy.
a feeling you'll get to show off your healing spells.
Yeah, it appears to be so. The 0 pip spell I just used belongs to my wand. So I suppose I can show the minor blessing. It won't really do much because of all the life you have, but, you know. Just so we can see how the plus 30% works. I love you. It's so cute! So I'm gonna show off regenerate. I know I have an attack in there, but I'm trying to maybe combine some attacks with the blade, with the life blade or life trap. So basically, a giant hand of God comes down from clouds and heals you.
There's no reason to try to be politically correct, because that is what it is.
It's a huge hand. It has light around it. There is a big sound. It's a hand of God. Goodbye, first one.
That pet seems to act independently.
It's part of your pet skills.
Okay.
It's some like my pet has the ability to sometimes produce life shields, but it doesn't say how many times per round. So the life blade I'm going to equip, and then next turn I can probably show off one of my actual attacks. Oh yeah, since I just saw the healing on the boss, it's usually advantageous to take out any life people first. If they're not the boss, take out life people first, because they have the annoying ability to either put absorbs on others or heal others, which they have all the healing spells that I have, especially to regenerate, which is the 5 pip one, can bring up a boss from like 500 back to his full health, and it's really annoying.
Do you want to attack?
Yes, I'm going to actually attack the boss.
Can you attack the guy with the shield? No, you've got life.
I have all life things. So you get to see what my most powerful spell looks like if I don't fizzle. Because that happens. I think like the first 2 times we tried to use our new spells, we just fizzled. It was very depressing. It's cute at first, and then it just gets really creepy. Now, if you'd be so kind to watch the left shoulder, that's really great. Goodbye, sir. Yeah, and then it adds those life dispels, which are kind of useless for a fire guy. But it's nice anyway. There goes most of my pips. Okay, I already used this one. Since I don't have that many pips, I'm going to show you what the Dryad looks like. And I'm getting hit, am I? No, I'm not. Just kidding. I was going to say, and I'm getting hit. Aw, it's so cute. I had 2 pips, so I'll get 400 plus whatever boost I have on my clothing. It's not that much, but like I said, I tend to use this one sparingly because, like you saw, I had 10 pips, and if I used that on myself, it would have been completely useless. Let's see, you're taking him out, okay. I'm just gonna equip these shields to show what they look like. And sometimes characters tend to want to break the shields. Like if you're fighting somebody that uses life and you have a myth shield attached, they might use myth just to break the shield. I don't know why they would do that, but it happens several times. And that is how you use shields. Very nice. Okay, I can probably get rid of my life shield then. I think he's actually attacking me because I just attacked him and I have no idea what else got rid of. Oh, I got rid of my prism. Darn it. Okay. So I'll use reduced threat on him. And see if it actually works. I have 3 pips, so... Ah, no, he's attacking you. Ah! Hello.
That was much less threatening with this pig underwear.
Yep. Yeah, so there's different levels of that spell, but I'd never use it, honestly. Just because I have more life than my partner, so... I can take a few blows, thank you. Let's see,
I suggest you attack.
I don't have anything to attack. I apologize. I have like a centaur in a couple turns. 2 to 4. Okay. Since I showcased most of the spells actually in my deck, I'm just waiting for the pips to showcase the centaur. Also, Steffi likes to hurt herself. It arouses her, apparently. Pass. Okay. This is my 6 pip spell. He is really laying into you, isn't he?
I could kill him this or next turn, but I'm just going to let you take pot shots at him.
Taking pot shots, although this is not, oh god. This is not going to be a pot shot, depending on if he blocks it or not.
And I've just been putting shields because I had nothing to do.
He did not block it.
He's dead.
Good day, sir. Ah! What critical hits do is basically double the initial attack, and then with all those shields on top of it, it was quite painful for him.